The time has come! The time is here! Monster Hunter Wilds has finally been released! But we here on the couch still have missions to complete in Monster Hunter World, and we are going to carry that hunting horn all the way through the story mode. And if you all like it enough, we'll even go through Iceborne. So kick that leg rest up, pop some popcorn, and enjoy the show. Hey, welcome back to the couch. Alright, so we're picking up back on Monster Hunter, I was going to say Worldeds, and that's not the right word. World. It's been a month since Wilds roughly has come out. But we still have high rank missions to finish of our hunting horn tribute. So where are we now? We need to go to the Everstream, which, if I remember correctly, as you were saying, is the in-between of Elder's Recess.
Yes, I think it's just cutscene.
Yeah, it should be, but...
Let's go ahead and eat before we do that,
yeah, I was going to say, our luck with the whole thing is going to be, oh, wait, there's a fight here that you have to do that we totally forgot.
Gotta watch the cutscenes since there's no cutscenes, really, in Wilds.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I feel about the chef crap being gone in Wilds. Like, I like what they've done to kind of give it more variety, if you will. But I have to agree with a YouTube short I found where, but I want to see my cute little cats using utensils that they cannot properly wield.
The Everstream. All right. No, I think it's supposed to come back though.
I think
with the update.
Yeah, the update was showing like a gathering hub, so it might only be in the gathering hub that'll occur.
Which where everybody's gonna go.
I know I won't. I don't like I don't like being social. But I do have to ask, between Wilds and World, which do you favor?
Well, I put like
Just
I put over 700 hours in the World, so
I think I've done about the same between so many profiles. Yeah. But it's still like just more or less for discussion purposes, like that's what I say, like pros, cons.
Right now, Wilds is new, so
yeah,
we'll have to see how that goes later.
Yeah, I mean, I know, like as you called out with, oh crap, I didn't do something. I don't think we brought. Fortunately, we don't need it here. I don't think we brought the high potions because I see potion 6 and nothing right after. So I think we might have forgot inventory.
Come on, follow me.
Nope, those are antidotes. Okay then.
So hopefully there's no fight here.
Wait.
I think our horn has some healing on it.
It does.
I'm the Admiral.
But high potions are a little more important.
Of course, I leave the day-to-day stuff to the commander.
But no, I think as we were discussing before,
anyway, I was
like when it comes to World, me and the wife both we prefer that on the fights for the hunt. You feel like you actually earned that hunt. You earned what your keep,
especially before the nerfs.
Yeah,
like when World first came out, that stuff was hard.
Yes, it was. The element there, that's what I say is they're about just as hard as it is in Wilds on how much damage the monster's dealing, but the health the monsters have between Worlds and Wilds, it feels like they cut the health in half. Like they're still hitting hard in Wilds. Don't get me wrong. Minus low rank. Low rank feels like they put some super knee pads and pillows on their monsters.
Yeah.
Even here, like I'll admit the low ranks don't feel like they have that super padding. They do. Low rank, they don't hit that hard, but by God, they don't. You still feel like you earned that kill. But for Wilds, it's just like it is literally the problem of Rise of a pick up and play, and I kind of get it. It does make the game a little bit more, I guess you say, engaging, because it lets people get more play more of the game, and you don't feel like you have to commit time to it. Okay, we do have mega potions. They're just in weird order.
I can't even put the capture net on to catch this, whatever that is. I don't think that's anything. I think it's a rock. It's a rock.
But I want to capture the rock. It might be a Geodude.
It might be a Geodude. Or a Rock and Rolla. I was gonna say.
But
about to move real fast.
I know the other problem or the other praise I'll give for Wilds, love the combat system. Love the weapon mechanics that they've added. I know, that's what I say is, I know for you were teaching me that in World, people hated when Iceborne added the slinger or the claw.
The clutch claw, yeah.
We're almost there.
I kind of understand why. It does. Like, if you're not using it, you're losing out on a lot of things.
Give me those herbs.
You
I just want to run.
You can't clutch call that over to you.
I know. I already tried once.
But I actually liked the clutch claw launcher because it made you feel like, that's what I say, it made you feel like a badass of, I'm going to throw you into this wall and do so much to you. Then Rise introduced, well, fine. How about instead of just grab and launch, we let you grab and ride? That was kind of neat.
Prefer clutch claw to that.
I'll agree. I did too, because...
And that also replaced the mounting system.
Yeah. It got really annoying doing the Rock'em Sock'em robots that Rise introduced.
Amazing, right?
But Wilds, its wound system, the little bit I've been searching, and I'll actually ask anyone here on the Couch Potatoes, what do you feel about the wound system for Wilds? And my preference, I actually, of the three, of Clutch Claw, Rock'em Sock'em robots,
So many of these crystals
and
in
wound,
here, you're
I actually
likely
prefer
to
wound
trip
the
on
most.
them.
Yeah, the wounds just kind of happen.
Yeah, I mean, the wounds just happen,
What
and
are they for?
like each three had a system of
Reach the
here's how to
heck
do
out of
bigger
me,
damage.
but I'll tell you
At least
what,
with the wounds,
this
it feels like
place is sizzling
you're
with bioenergy,
the work you're doing is
that
getting the
means
reward.
Yeah.
the
So,
monsters around
love
here are
that.
tougher than
And
you would
it's
think.
not just like an Iceborne. If you don't use the clutch claw, you're just missing out on
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Something that's been
And you're
bothering
kind of missing out if you don't really do the clutch claw, or not clutch, the wound
Why
system.
is our
However,
markers tunneling in
um,
here instead of simply
the
dying
part I
in
like
there?
is they even said with
Was something
Wilds that they wanted to make sure
key
the reason why they did the two weapon system, and I know one of the people we watch was saying the two weapon system is kind of useless. It's just a neat novelty. I actually love the
we
two
do
weapon
have
system.
one
I actually
rule.
interchange whenever we have to go chase the monster
Nerdy
again.
Gante.
I change the other weapon. This way I don't have to sharpen it, and I can just have a different tactic.
Nergigante
But
and Zora
it's more
Magnus.
of I have
We've
learned
always seen them together.
with doing the 10 weapon systems that I'm doing,
It's
not
no
all
reason for coming.
wound
And
weapons
not
work the
just
same.
him either.
The most broken one, and I don't care who you are,
Fact is,
the most
those
broken
are
wound
powerful
system
monsters
is the
that
bow.
hold themselves
The
up
bow,
Is it?
the bow is
We
bullshit.
need to track them one by
Because
one.
if you do, the best way to do it
And maybe
is
we might
you make
just
sure there's at least 2 to
find
3
a pattern.
wounds.
Right.
You make it rain.
Of course I'm right.
And
Get ready.
all wounds and the seeker arrows can be locked onto, and they do mass damage, or at least do, let's say
Okay.
20 per hit, and each target system hits 4 times. Then, if you hit a wound, even if you the character will launch one big bow and it'll pierce through. Even if you miss, it doesn't matter, because the wound then
Oh,
will
no.
pop for like 150. Oh, we have to
I
gather
for-
tracks.
Forgot about the Nergigante fight that happened before the other Elder Dragons.
Wait, it just it is. You have to fight him first.
I think it's the next one after this.
But the bow only works good if you have multiple wounds. However, I will definitely say that's not always the best to do. It's really fun whenever you fly like a Rathlos who tries to fly away. 'Cause there's some shorts of that where as it flies away, the targeting system will still work and you will knock them out of the sky.
Oh,
Immediately knock them out of the sky.
there it is.
But like another example is the dual blades. Me and the wife both love the dual blade wound system. It is very fun turning yourself into a Beyblade.
Yeah, I don't think I've tried too many of the weapons. I've just been waiting until.
I know you've been doing the horn. You've been carrying the horn forward because you and me have on a couple of hunts we've joined together. We both brought the hunting horn. Decided to bump the whole party twice over.
Well, I haven't used the horn in a while. I've been basically just rolling out great sword and insect
As I
glaive.
say, I definitely saw you doing the insect glaive a few times. Great sword didn't see you too much.
I'm gonna bully Dodogama.
God, he is honestly like one of the most forgettable monsters. Because like
A lot of people love Dodogama.
well, just his introduction here is just it's not that menacing. It's like, hey, I'm eating some rocks. Fuck you.
Love it.
There we go.
Looks like you've been hit with blast. You better do something before you get blown to smithereens.
And as Jen Storms was commenting earlier before we started recording, it's like, I want my bubble and I know it's not here. But I know from my end with either the Hunting Horn and the Wilds, I want back the move that's here of the spin with L2. Attack up large, attack up defeat.
Heal me, cat.
Oh, that is also one thing that I am loving with Wilds, is the cat now can use all tools as opposed to where you have to set them up with one.
Not that we have any.
Yeah, I know.
That's right, you can lock on.
Yeah, the lock-on system I feel like is better here. However, I will applaud that Wilds lets you de-lock a little bit easier.
Go.
Up. There you go. Oh, one.
Dodo bullied me.
Yeah, it did.
Embarrassing.
I know that's also one that I don't like is the Hunting Horn's wound system. That one's dumb.
It lets you play a free song.
It's not worth it.
It's not. All right.
Because anymore, especially with doing the double weapons, I guarantee most people when they saw the double weapons, like, cool, I can bring a gun and I can bring a sword.
No.
I saw it as, cool, I can bring the horn and something else and boost my own stats. And that actually works quite well.
Yeah. Let's go. Self-improvements.
The other one I'm kind of surprised with, and I don't know if it's just because of, best way to say is the spoils of time. It feels like there's less weapon options. And I don't mean of like the 16 weapons, or 14 weapons, but the different builds. It feels like there's less.
I mean, there are less monsters.
That's where it's like I think the spoil. That's why I was saying the spoils of time from my end.
Radio wheel. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
It exists here.
It exists. In
I'm
both.
going the wrong way.
Yeah, you are. The wheel, I will say, is a little bit nicer layout-wise in Wilds.
There's only like 4 options instead of
Yeah, don't get
the
me
entire
wrong.
circle.
But they also the best way to say is where they are on the items, like to where the potions. It'll use whatever potion is better suited for
Right.
you. So like what they did with it is good. However, I don't know if you've had the same freaking problem I am. But as many times I click on it, drink potion. He goes, huh? Drink potion. Huh?
He just sort of ignores that it you hit
Yes.
the input. And I'm like, I need you to heal me now.
Yes.
Gigante tracks.
Yep.
Nergigante has been here.
Oh
We're on the
no.
right track.
Wait a minute.
Ergon.
Oh, you have to see each of the monsters.
Yep.
That's right. It's not a hunt them. It's
We
we're just gonna cheat and just give you all the intro, and then you guys see what you want.
and I will say he is way too tanky for me to bother with.
Oh God. I know when
He is completely unnecessary in the entire story.
I know the wife and I fought him on our own just before Wilds came out. I do not remember him being as tanky as he is.
You know, I remember. That's why I haven't fought him that much.
I kind of remember knocking him down, no problem, and then it was I never wanted his gear, so I just stopped fighting him. That was the only thing I remember.
We took off the ghillie mantle.
I don't think we even have. Do we have any mantles? I don't think we have.
We have the ghillie mantle, and we have the
the healing. That's right. I
the healing mist.
I voted for the healing mist over the mantle. But I think we just unlocked where you can get both now.
Get some free points there. Get some mushrooms. Is that sleep herb? No, that's snow herb. Useless.
But no, like even the wounds, the great sword's wound, that one's decent.
That one does a lot of damage.
It does a lot of damage. However,
if you can pull off the true charge, it's better.
The true charge.
The 3 hits where you go the one, then you
come
back
yeah.
and charge, and you go again, then you come back the third.
Yeah, I was just mean
true charge.
I was just mean like this, just the wound attack itself. Because I don't know you can do 3 hits with the wound. It was just he basically puts the sword in and cuts straight across.
I'm talking about the basic attacks.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It will do more damage if you do it that way.
Okay, yeah. So if you don't do the standard wound attack, but you just exploit the wound. Yeah. No, I definitely learned that. Some weapons are better just to exploit the wound as opposed to do the wound attack. Great sword is just good when you want to get some quick damage in, and honestly,
lizards.
Look at the pathway.
There they are. Come back here. I can't shoot from down here.
Nope. But
you don't let me do anything here.
Oh, you can build a camp there apparently. I know.
Not if I ain't got no materials.
I was gonna say the part let's see what you think about this one too. On memes I've seen for Wilds versus World, people are super hating on the handler here. They hate the World handler, but love the Wilds handler.
That's valid.
I was like, I don't disagree.
I'm going to ignore you.
All right, so we got, I got the lizard, got Erlon, and then I think we need.
I think I have decided against trying to go after anything here.
Who's the third monster that's here? Basically,
Lavasios.
Oh, that's right.
Lava fish that nobody likes.
He's also forgettable.
Piece of garbage. Again, hunting him is not worth the effort.
Definitely use those minerals.
Dink, dink. Yay.
Oh,
I can't go this way.
no,
I
you
wonder
can't.
why.
Yeah, no. Foreshadowing. Let's see if other Wilds versus World. Trying to think some other ones that are worthy of calling out. Because like as you were saying, of adding the dancing bubble for the horn.
It's so broken. It's so dumb.
I have not been able to utilize it too much. But I think as well, like every time I'm trying to get it, he goes, "Oh, you want to play a song?" Like, no, I want the bubble. Give me the bubble.
The best way I found is to dodge roll into it.
Ah, that's fair. Then think of that.
So you go dodge roll,
And then
while your weapon's out, hold R2, and then when you come out of it,
that makes
just
sense.
press X.
I know for me, like I've been loving the long sword with its
I wanted
specialty.
that mushroom.
All right, so that's the third and final. Oh, and also the fact that there's now, I think at most there can be 4 different monsters, but there can be at least multiple of the same. So at least the world feels a little bit more fulfilled compared to the trade system that's here. But I think that's also a system limitation change. Because wasn't World as well the first one, I think, to have where there was no area transitions.
Yeah, no zones, as it were.
Yeah.
Go away, lava fish. Nobody likes you. Everybody would prefer Ignactor.
Oh yeah, and as
Which
well.
we still haven't seen it back yet.
Who?
It's called Ignactor.
Ignactor. Don't remember that one.
He's from older games that nobody played.
Oh.
Well, we didn't play. Tons of people played them. We're just not good at the older ones.
No, we're not. I do know. Apparently, one of the more beloved Monster Hunters did go to the Switch. Monster Hunter GU.
Yeah, I tried to play it and I just couldn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I was considering looking for that for me and the wife, and
It plays like the old style. So
it's like nothing too much against the old style, but the problem I think is now that I have a understanding of how this works, I think I could handle the older style.
you guys.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad to get there. Wait, is that Castodon? I don't think that's Castodon. I think
It's
that's something else.
Gastodon.
Yeah, I was gonna say this one's different. And I'll still call out from an earlier episode we did. I'm actually surprised Gyros, as much as he has hated me on our run for this game, why he is not usually here.
Ignore me.
Um,
He's just chilling.
yeah, but I don't remember him ever coming over here.
He usually just walks through.
Okay.
Of course, I didn't spend a lot of time here.
Yeah.
After Iceborne came out.
That's fair. But anyway, Gyros, I was actually expecting to be in the forest area as one of the monsters. I was surprised he didn't make it.
He's one of the super forgettable guys.
I like him.
I do like him, but
But I do know, as time recording for us, the only monster has been officially announced was, quote unquote officially announced. Or sorry, only being the quote there. Mitsune, or as we like to call him, Mr. Bubbles, is definitely been shown off for Wilds. And then there was another one that was shown without being named. I don't remember. I did look up who it was.
his name's Legiacris.
Yes, apparently
He's
a
a fan
thunder
favorite.
serpent. Yeah, if I've heard correctly.
He was supposed to be in World, but they couldn't get the skeleton to work.
Oh, you mean Wilds?
No, World.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I was actually hearing it was supposed to be in the base game for Wilds, and they were having that exact problem. They could not get it to work
Yeah.
right.
It was in the tech demo for World. when
Really?
They announced that, yeah.
Didn't know that. As I said, what I heard was Wilds on that problem.
Yeah, so I guess they've been having the same issues. Go away.
Run away, run away, run away, run away.
I am limited in my stamina.
Yeah, you are.
Give me
And
that bug.
health. Cheezel.
Yes. It's because I couldn't eat after I died.
Yeah. But no,
We're just going to go away from that.
because
Everything here is
Mizune
scary.
is definitely his same skeletal build.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense why, after showing him up, that they got him working. And if I heard correctly, because I never fought him myself yet, he was actually a end boss, the underwater end boss on one of the Monster Hunters, if I read that correctly.
I believe that would be 3.
Yeah.
Apparently, the underwater combat was not good.
That's what I heard, but, like, this monster was
Did
still
you
loved.
follow? What? I've never seen him here.
I think he just yelled at you and just ran. He's just like, fuck you.
I have literally never seen him come here.
Oh, you seriously offended him.
I was just walking around getting mushrooms. Like a little guy. That's... Gotta search for evidence of Nergigante. I guess since I said all monsters, I gotta go back to his little hiding hole.
Potentially.
But there's a spot that I haven't been to. Hi, Dodo. I already collected that, did I not? over here in the
there's-
wall.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might be a timer as well that it resets itself.
Oh, you gotta fill that up. No. When
just
baby
no.
mode, when baby mode monster ruined my day, everything here is scary. Give me that sleep herb. Give me that sleep herb. You know what I can't do? Collect it with a slinger.
No, you cannot.
I hate it here. We get all that fusing more. A lot of
So-
late game stuff uses it.
So you and me have definitely seen all of the monsters that have been in Wilds.
Yes.
Which I will call out. I'm a little surprised that I think even Rise did this, but I know World did it, where they had at least one monster that was never shown in the story, but you could fight him as a side quest. This one had Kieran. I can't remember what Rise had, but I know Rise had at least one of the same. I'm a little surprised that Wilds did not have that. That being said, but of World, what monster would you want to come back? And if I hear Ray Zhong, I'm gonna be pissed.
He's not originally from World.
No, he's
though,
not.
so-
But this is where you and me were introduced to him and suffered the consequences.
Let me see. From World.
Because at least Anjanath came back. I know the wife is kind of pissed that Clifford, Dragon Clifford is in, but not regular. And I'm only annoyed that Ebony, the Doggeron, is in because why give him such a super long name of Guardian Ebony the Doggeron? Just drop the Ebony, please.
But if they didn't drop the ebony, he'd be red instead of black.
Yes. I'm not, well, no, not necessarily be red and white, because the Guardians have a
Yeah.
white theme. Wait, you were able to stop the song mid-play?
I don't know.
Because that's what it looked like you just did.
You see my health there.
Yeah,
It's a struggle.
Yeah, it is.
Small
Oh.
monsters.
Oh, we are in. We knew we were going in to start, but jeez, we're getting Dark Souls level territory of danger here soon.
Danger zone.
And I know you and Tom told me that Anjanath was here first.
Yes.
Which that's still surprising. What about Jagras?
Jagras is also new to this.
A little surprised there. Just because he's so basic. However, it does seem like of all the Monster Hunters, the new monsters are always like the first two areas.
Some well-done steak.
Um,
Restore it to max.
I don't think I have any of that. Give me this honey. Apparently we do have
We
mega
have
potions.
rations.
There's mega potions there.
Yeah.
Alright. I do think I need to make my way downtown.
Really? Well,
Keep going that way.
yeah. I know one I fear will return, and I only know him for this area.
Use a cool drink to stave off that heat.
Is the punchy monster.
Brachydios.
Yes. I'm pretty sure he's an older monster.
Yes.
I
I think he was also from 3.
fear he will return. And I fear he will be in the...
I'm okay with him returning.
He's going to be in the...
Didn't have any issues.
more or
with him,
less
really.
lava area. I only have issues with him because, God, he just has some hatred for me whenever I play.
You probably deserve it. Probably offended his mother.
Let's see what else is in this area that's normal. Oh yeah, B-52, which so far has not appeared, and I hope it stays that way. I hate him so much. However, I will comment as the time of this recording. That short of the Please Don't Poop on Me got to 500 views, and I'm very proud
Really?
of that. Yes. I'm very happy with that.
Surprised. Still nothing?
No, I think you're one short on the evidence.
I hate it here.
Let's see, who else is normal for this area? Well, there's Nergante, who we're about to fight.
Blue Rathalos.
Yeah, I was actually surprised that they did Guardian Rathalos, and then regular Rathalos appeared, and Rathian. Because I thought it was just going to be...
Probably up here.
I thought it was just going to be regular, only Guardian Rathalos, and that was it. I didn't think they would...
That would have been... I could have lived with that.
Yeah,
But you gotta have regular Rathalos. It's classic.
I'm not disagreeing. I just more expected that. Let me put it this way: I expected the regular and green to appear as like a update, like a free content update. Only because of here's the Guardian, we can just bring the regulars in later.
Still trying to think of out of base world who I would want to come back.
I know I want Toby back.
Toby.
I want the angry squirrel. And
Of course you do.
I specifically, let me put it this way.
You have a thing for squirrels.
Yes, I do.
It's a little unhealthy.
On a side note, I've actually been trying to learn Japanese more or less in my downtime at work. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I was taught what squirrel is in Japanese, and I believe it was kisu. I'll double check that.
Nerd.
And I was so proud of myself for that. Japanese.
Take the lychee. I don't remember this taking so long. I think usually when I do these, I have, like, Scent Hound.
According to this, it says funga is how you pronounce squirrel in Japanese, but I don't think that's right. Or at least that's not what the app taught me.
Bones.
Here's a good call. Do you think, which kind of surprised, none of the Elder Dragons have appeared yet? Do you think they're saving that for Master?
I think that's by design.
That's a Master of rank only then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think they wanted high rank just to be the apexes and...
Okay, it's Risu. That's what it was. Risu is squirrel.
Rare.
I do know if
Is there another one? There is another one.
for of the Elder Dragons, I know the wife's gonna want the one that's in we're in Elder Recess.
Don't tell me she wants Kushala back.
Not Kushala. That Kushala's the wind.
Teostra? Fire Lion?
No, I kind of want him only because I think he's cool. However, he's really annoying to fight. It's the Venom, not Venom.
Valhazak.
That one. She wants that one.
Which one?
She wants the regular,
The
not
regular
the,
one, not the mushroom?
Yeah, not the mushroom, not the moldy kind.
Mushroom.
God, I forgot about that song. Badger, mushroom, badger.
The snake.
No, I would actually like him back. I would have to agree. Val, I would like to see back. Mainly because
Base monsters.
best way to say it is the way Val looks in here. I would love to see the touch-up they would do for Wilds with him. Because even the touch-ups they've done with Rathalos Rathian, they look gorgeous.
Yeah. They took movesets from Master Ranked and threw them in the high rank versions.
Really? I didn't actually
Yeah,
pay attention
like
to that.
Rathian's big fireball. That's not a normal high rank
Well,
thing.
basically, the only fireball I remember for not from Wilds to or World to Wilds, the only fireball that comes to mind when I hear Rathian is the tempered version, which basically explodes upon impact. And I don't mean just the little
Yeah,
standard
that's
fire explosion. I mean like the nuke
Yeah.
explosion.
that's a master rank
Really? I don't.
move they added. Yeah,
Because I don't remember that. And really, you got 2 in a row.
sure.
I don't remember Master Rank having that hard of a hit for a fireball. I just remember usually the fireballs are pretty well seeking.
I mean, your armor was also way higher.
That's true. That's true.
It's like double.
Um,
Oh, come on. I don't want to fight them.
no, neither do I, because I know they don't give anything.
They give, what's it called? Words.
They give words.
First aid meds. That's it. First aid message you can't take with you.
Yeah, that's also annoying.
Now they come over here?
That was also funny enough was the episode that just popped for us, the couch. Yeah, was the Pink Rathian episode.
That was the last one we recorded, right?
Yeah. So it's funny that we literally timed this right. I made a comment of, I hope those little red bastards don't come back. And so far, I'm right. They haven't come back. Granted, we don't know what happened in the...
We do
latest-
have the Woodwoods now.
Yeah, we do. We do have the otters, and I don't know
Rove, best character.
I do not know how to feel about those Woodwoods. I find them kind of annoying.
They're
However,
kind of annoying. Except Rove.
yeah, he is kind of cool. However, I will say at least the Woodwoods don't get in your way as much. However, the one that more annoys me of the Woodwoods is the ones that's always fishing by the wherever I need to go, because I blame him for every time I can't get my swordfish, because he's always there.
It's not his fault.
Yes, it
You
is.
can't catch fish. Are Gigante splinters?
Oh
Think
yeah,
I need one more.
that was one me and the wife were discussing of other monsters we'd love to appear.
It'd be all right to come back, but
I don't think flagship monsters will ever reappear.
I mean they do have.
They do have.
I got distracted.
No, you're fine.
They have had Gormagala as a flagship monster.
He was. What was he the flagship of?
I want to say 4.
I didn't think he was the flagship. Monster Hunter 4. Yeah, that looks like that terrible monster. Okay, cool. Then I am wrong.
Did I already collect this one, or was I running from it?
And I
did
am
not
kind of
collect
glad
this
I'm
one.
wrong, because that does mean
What was nerfed
we
about
have a chance, and I would love to see this. I know I think I even said this early on. If I didn't say it on the channel, I know I said it to the wife. I want Nigante and Magnamalo in the next
You
game.
want them to fight each other?
I want them to fight each other because I want to see. Best way to say it is Magnamalo do the Falcon Dive or Falcon Kick, as I love to call it.
Let's just do that.
I want to see him do the Falcon Kick into Nigante as he literally shoulder checks him with all his porcupine spikes.
That would be. It'd be interesting to see. Collect the things that will never. Dream Core ore.
Well, that might be helpful.
I hope so.
I guess we'll have to apply that on the next one. Later, all.
Later.